Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Eddie Marcus again. And I want to talk to you about a time when you got to make up your mind, when you know that changes must be made and it doesn't require anybody else outside of you to engage that change. I'm saying something to you, ladies and gentlemen, because for 40 some years I've been talking about change. I've been talking about something that I have seen as a solution to all the problems that we have been experiencing as people who suffer in a society. And I want you to know that I've been out here speaking about poverty because I have allowed myself to experience the poverty. I mean, when I'm growing up, if you're poor, you don't really know. If you're in a place where everybody's going through the same experience, you don't really know. But at the time, I did know that I did not want to live like that. I wanted to live prosperous. I want to be able to say, wow, this is fun living. Yip, jap, look good, the whole works. I wanted it. And just like most people, I was striving for that. And as far as I'm concerned, it was okay. But something happened. There was something around me that I could not hide from. And this was, you've heard me say it 1,000 times, was poverty. Poverty. The crime, the violence, the lying, the cheating, the stealing, the terror, the bull, all of these things. But as a social scientist, it did nothing that's just happening to me. It's something that I focused on. Trying to find what are the solutions. Where are they? Where are they hiding? And what is this taking so long? And so I decided to make some changes in my life. Maybe I could learn from the experience of not having the ability to do the things that I would love to do. Not having the ability to own a car, not having the ability to own a home, not having the ability to own basically anything. And I guarantee you, you put yourself in a position like that, whether you're trying to do it or not, you're going to learn something. So I could just say that I learned an awful lot. I learned about the people who are poor. I learned about how we have all been indoctrinated to a certain, whatever class we are, whatever status of mentality we have to reveal. It's something that's been taught to us. We didn't bring it here with us. We've been manipulated wherever we are. In everything that exists, I have said it 1,000 times, and I don't mind repeating it. Every system of government on the face of the earth is designed in opposition to the power of love, the power of the spirit that is responsible for the existence of this earth. It represents men, women, whomever. It represents hell. That's the best way I can put it. It represents hell. Hell, where the life that was designed for you to experience does not exist. That place is hell. The fact that some people might be experiencing some of those things that many folks would hope that they could experience and they can't, that represents hell. And so I say these things to you because being one that is being denied these whatever blessings or pleasures or whatever they might be called, see it just as that, hell. Because no one would wish that on themselves. No one would wish that on themselves. And if it exists, it is because someone else is wishing it, and it goes against their ability as far as they know or understand to change it. You call that oppression. And so there should be a way out of this. But you have to be looking for it. You have to be searching for it. And if you are, it will reveal itself. Now for me, for the past 40 years, I don't mind telling you, ladies and gentlemen, I've been talking about prosperity for everybody. But for the past 40 years, somebody been taking care of me. Everything I've been able to do for the past 40 years, as I've been telling you about life, as I've been telling you about the changes that must be made so we don't be obligated to anyone but ourselves, and by being obligated to ourselves, we become a part of that which is total, and that makes us all one in our ability to live. But for those 40 years, I spoke. I talked. I've been to jail. I've been to prison. I've done a bunch of stuff, committed crime, tried to get attention. All of that I've done. I'm not trying to knock any of that. This is the thing. These are the things that I'm most proud of. The pain and suffering that I've had to go through to get the knowledge that I have, so I can be able to avail it to those who might be interested. And so here I am, ladies and gentlemen, in this moment, in this time, a young man who was 30-some years old, who decided that you, the people, were important. And I didn't know how to wake everybody up. I didn't know how to share. I mean, I didn't at that point in time know exactly what the major problem was. I knew pain and suffering wasn't right. I knew of a God that I could not accept, that would accept this as a way of life that's all right. And so it was easy for me after a while to see how to fix it. Easy as daylight. But yet and still, I have been sponsored for 40 years. And I don't plan to be sponsored no more. For your benefit, for those of you who want to know how poor I am, I live off of $234 a month. $234 a month. Can you live off $234 a month? I can't either. And out of that, I got, you see, I'm an old man now. You can bet, a black man. I got a lot of medication. High blood pressure, this, that, and the other. And I just found out that my medication, wow. I used to be under a program, was a dependent on someone else's program. Again, being protected, being taken care of by somebody else. But I don't have that available to me at the present time. I've decided to go with the Medicare. And my cost for that, can you imagine that out of a $234? What does that leave? And if I want to try to have a phone so I can communicate with someone else, wow, now you know, it seems like you can do without a meal, but you can't do without your phone. Well, anyway, so that might leave me $15 or something. Now, what about living? Somebody that's got to put me up. So I better work hard around there so they won't just be putting me up. I'll be earning my keep. And I really don't want anybody to do anything for me, because when people do something for you, ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about the system, I'm talking about government, I'm talking about the church, I'm talking about anybody. People get tired of doing something for you. And I guess I can't blame them, I don't know. I've been just doing my stuff for free for y'all, and I'm tired too, but I can't stop, because if I stop, hey. But people get tired. Your mama get tired. Your daddy get tired. I know. I'm a father. I'm a child for somebody. People get tired. Your spouse get tired. Your husband get tired. Your wife get tired. People get tired of one another. And so they shouldn't be dependent upon one another, that they got to put up with one another when they're tired. When you are tired, you need to breathe. And that means to me, ladies and gentlemen, everybody should have their own. Everybody should have their own. So they are not a responsibility or obligation to anybody. Anything you do it straight out of love because you want to, because don't nobody need it. And why do I say that? I say that because I understand the key to this kind of freedom is that everybody on the face of the earth requires some form of survival. Everybody. And some of the survival things are common amongst every last one of us. I've said it, I want to say it one more time. Food, clothing, shelter, education, healthcare, transport, all of the things that exist at one point in time, any of us at one point in time might want to access it for whatever benefit we might get from it. How in the world can this be done? You walking on the earth, how in the world can you be walking on the earth? Where did that earth come from? You don't know, but it's here. You walking on this earth. Where did you come from? Human beings I'm speaking of. You don't know, but you're here. And in order to survive, you got certain things that are required. Where are they? They are in the earth. On the earth. Above the earth. Some seen and some unseen. To do what? To serve the purpose of your survival or anything that you can imagine that you want to do. And where does that come from? That comes from the spirit of life itself. It comes from God. You don't have to believe that now. I'm just sharing that with you. And who would benefit once again? Every last one of us. So that means that every last one of us, in order to be entitled to anything, must engage ourselves in the process in one way or another. And what way is that you would engage yourself? It is in that way that gives you your greatest joy. That's your reward for engaging yourself in the process of creating all of the things that you say you need, want, or desire. You're a part of it. And because you're a part of it, that makes you eligible for any of it. Food, clothing, transportation, healthcare. You're not indebted to no one. But not that word wasn't the right word. But nobody can look down on you. I'm tired of people looking down on other folks just because they got a little something. You look down the street, people looking down at you. You go over here, people looking down at you. You got a job that doesn't pay that much, people looking down at you. You keep drop out of college because you can't afford it, people looking down at you. You got a raggedy tail car, people looking down at you, thinking that you are nothing because they are following a system that is designed to put you exactly where you are. And where is that? In the bottom of the pit of hell. And they are the ones that's glorying. They're the ones that got. And you could just do like they do. And you could have it too. So they told the slave. So they told a woman who wanted to have an abortion. So they told the men who just wanted to be lovers to themselves, or women who wanted to be lovers to themselves, or people who just wanted to be a part of the process. Well, this is what I'm saying. In these 40 years, this stuff is going to stay just like it is until somebody stand up and say, ain't going to take it anymore. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not stupid enough to think I can change the society by standing up saying that. Only thing I can do is stand up and let you know that I'm real, and you won't know I'm real until some sucker come and kill me for standing up. And I've been standing up and they ain't killed me yet. That means I ain't been standing up for enough. So I tell you, I say I'm not going to let people be doing nothing for me. I don't want them doing it for me because I don't think they really care. I think they just doing it. No. I need to take care of myself. You need to take care of yourself, and you don't need to be ashamed. So I want to tell you, if you're suffering because all the people down in Mississippi, you don't have a job, you out there suffering, and they're calling you ghetto niggas, I want you to know why they're doing that to you. They created you. They created it everywhere across the country. Wherever you see these ghettos, they are created by the establishment. If you had your choice, would it be there? Of course it wouldn't. If you had your choice, would you neglect taking care of your family? Of course you wouldn't. But the families are not being taken care of, and you are being blamed for it. Somebody needs to tell you, wake up. These systems are not designed to give you the liberation that you should have. If you got a job, if you work, you should never have to worry about food, clothing, and shelter, and education, and health care, or anything if you work. Now somebody might say, well, do I work? I don't know if I work or not. Anyway, I think I'm going to take a pause for here. I just wanted to say a couple of things. Let me just point them out. You are in the position that you're in because you've been lied to and you don't know the truth. That's all of us. That's all of us. I'm not trying to take anybody out. I'm talking about every human being on the face of the earth. We're part of the problem. We're in hell because we belong here. There's one way to get out of hell, and that's to know the truth and stand up and show it. That's the only way you can get out of this hell. All that other stuff don't mean nothing. How much money you got? They say they got 10 people who are part owners of the world. Don't care how much money you got. Care what position you got. Care where you can go and what you can do. It's all a part of hell. and you are a part of it. Until you stand up with the truth, and everybody will know that you know the truth, because you will be out of place. You will be out of place. Thank you.